Are you motivated to run all the time? I know I'm not, but I've had to find ways to keep myself motivated to get out and run. Hey, my name is Coach Lisa, and if you're new here to my channel, I'm here to help you put the fun in your run. And if you're back, thank you so much. Let's talk about a little bit about running motivation. There's so many different things around this, but I want to focus on one specific thing. And I usually tell my true tribe or my athletes to do this when they're really thinking about a race, but you really can apply this to running. And that is, what's your why? Like, why do you want to be a runner, or why is running important to you? So when I do this for a race, I usually tell them to write down why is this race important to you? Like, why do you want to do this race? You know, is it in a location you've never done before? For example, I'm going to use Trans Rockies. I like to use this example for me because Trans Rockies has been on my bucket list for a long time. And so that was already a strong why for me. And it's someplace I'd never been before as far as being out in those trails, and the idea of doing 125 miles of trails I've never done before really motivated me. So I was driven to train, and even at the race. During the race, we had rain, we had some just shitty weather, things that could have really brought me down, or just, I could have just decided not to keep going, but my why was so strong, and that's what really kept me motivated. So really, I would do the same thing about running. Like, really ask yourself the question, why do you love to run? Why are you a runner? Some of the things for myself, the reason why I'm a runner is I just enjoy being outdoors. So that's a why. But really, one of my strongest whys, that is probably the thing that gets me out the most often when I'm not motivated to get on the run, is the calories that I'm going to burn. I know it sounds crazy, but hey, I love food. I'm Italian. I can't help it. And especially when I'm tracking, I can really see the difference of the amount of calories that I'm allowed to eat if I'm running versus the days that I'm not running, and what a difference that makes for me. So that's a really strong why for me, especially, if I know I'm going out to dinner, or, I'm going to have a day where maybe I'm going to a party, during the holidays. I will try to run. I'm not going to say as long as I can, but sometimes I will try to go out and burn the calories. That's like a really strong why for me. Another really strong reason for me is because it just makes me feel good. It's really good for my mental health. It helps me get out of my head. So really, number one, what I would do is write this down. Like, why do you love to run? Write it down on a Post-it. Have it somewhere where you can go back and look at it as often as you can, or put it on your phone and make it your alarm. When you set your alarm in the morning, I love to run because. So really, by writing it down and by looking at it all the time, it's going to really kind of help you get out there and go run on those days that you really just don't feel like it. And sometimes that might not help, and you just might decide to give yourself some grace and say, hey, today I'm not going to go out and run. It's okay. It's not the end of the world. But if you really want to get out there, I really suggest writing down your why. Spend a couple of minutes and really think about it. Like, why in the deep of your gut do you really want? Why do you love running? What drives you most of the time to run? Maybe not every day. So try that out. Let me know how it goes. Tell me in the comments. And hey, if you're struggling with motivation, or maybe you lost your mojo and you're in a weird running rut, if you go ahead and go to this video right here, I talk about a lot more tips on ways to get out of your running rut. So go check that out, and I'll see you later.